Previously on Wonders and Blunders.
I had the strangest dream, and you were there.
Was I really?
It was such a bad dream. We were all talking, and then I went to talk to Bridget, and then there was a big spider, and then she was a spider.
Well, that just sounds
And then
silly.
I was really comfortable, but also very scared. And now I'm here.
Oh. Well, that's certainly a silly dream. How about you have some blueberries?
So the invisibility potions are a pretty big... Let me... How about this? You find me the ghost lily, I'll make you the potion for free.
Oh, that seems quite reasonable, actually. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Can I help you?
I suppose you can.
You start to see the illusion sort of like shifting away from around her. You see the big spider eyes, her teeth elongate into these sort of tubed fangs, and she bites into you. As you like freeze up entirely, you see your own reflection being dragged out through the orb on the ground, and then you wake up in bed. Okay, so throughout the night, the wind sort of kept blowing. You could hear the whistling coming through the sides, but eventually the sun comes up. The birds start to sing. It's still a little blustery out today. It's not quite as nice. It's a bit overcast. Some small sort of sheets of snow blowing around. The temperature is really, really low, much lower than the other days that you've seen. It's like when you go anywhere near the walls, even with this sort of moss and clay that's been stuffed in to insulate it, you can feel the heat being sucked out of the inside. Vaelin, what did you do for the rest of the night after your spooky dream?
I would have, I looked through the book for a while, and did some reading, and tried to go back to sleep after an hour or so, I think, of reading the book and doing a little divination.
Okay, yeah. So you did, you went pretty far into your long rest, so you did get a long rest before.
Thank you.
You won't have enough time before getting up to recover those hit points that you lost.
Yeah.
But you could take a short rest, so I guess you could do that.
Okay.
So you managed to drift back off to sleep again, before the sounds of people starting to stir wake you up. How's everyone else doing?
Great. A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah, Bree is finally cured of her exhaustion. Mostly just... I think probably packing up the tents and stuff that have been around the caravan, because
Sure.
Bree's of the opinion of, like, this town is full of spiders, let's get out of here.
So Ben, you wake up in the caravan to the sounds of Bree starting to pack up.
Am I nice and toasty in the spider cloak and the winter?
Yeah, so you've got the spider cloak under a winter wolf cloak. So I'd say you probably kicked some of that off. It's crazy warm, but it's freezing out today. So those are keeping you pretty cozy.
Okay. Still dripping blood in the winter wolf cloak. Okay, Ben. Yeah, he just kind of get up and used to waking up cold in this caravan. A little surprised that he's there. Doesn't, you know what I mean? Like that kind of adjusting to that. And then, just gonna start getting... I guess actually he's probably still wearing all the stuff. I don't think... Did Bree strip him?
No.
Yeah. He's dressed.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Ready to go. Okay, so Ben would hop out into the snow. We're right next to the stables, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go in there and try to find his doggy.
So you go inside it. You actually see the hunters getting ready to head out. So all the dogs are being lashed up onto the sleds.
Mm-hmm.
And like sort of as soon as you enter the door, you see a bunch of like almost identical dogs, all just sort of standing, very well behaved, slowly getting, they get some treats and they get their harnesses on as they get ready to go sledding. But one of them sort of breaks formation when you come in and whips its head around looking at you. and then is looking at your pockets and looking at you.
Do I have any treats on me? I don't. Yeah, I think I kind of dropped. No, I haven't restocked since I dropped the stuff on the way to Tillia Manor. Sorry, buddy. I don't have anything for you.
He's just a dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna pet him. I'm gonna pet him, but good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna pet that dog.
He likes that. It's one of those, but it's one of those times where like you're petting a dog, and it's allowing it. Like it's not super enjoying it or anything. It seems like they don't.
Yeah, he's ready for business.
Yeah, he's ready. He's at work right now.
Is what was her name?
Jinsey.
Jinsey.
She is there. Yeah.
Is she there?
Yeah. And there's like hunters sort of moving around you. So even as you're patting him, there's another hunter who like doesn't move you out of the way, but does sort of reach around you to secure this dog's harness.
Right. Good morning, Jinsey.
And she sort of looks up from. She's been like tightening one of the skis on one of the sleds, and she looks up and says, "Oh, good morning, Benjamin Craven."
What are you doing? How do you? So they pull the sleds?
Yes, they're hardworking. They know this area probably better than even these hunters do, and a bunch of the hunters laugh.
Can I help?
And she says, "Well, it looks like you're keeping Cedric there nice and calm."
This Cedric? His name is Cedric?
His name is Cedric, and his like as you say his name, he just looks between you as each of you say it.
Mm-hmm. I was just calling him Buddy, but Cedric is a nice name.
We like it. He seems to.
Mm-hmm. Is Cedric working today too?
He is. Yes, he's got work to do. Isn't that right, Cedric? And he just is a dog.
Okay. Yeah, Ben is gonna just start like really curiously going over the dog sleds, like checking them out.
If Bree saw, which I assumed would have seen Ben go into the stables, like Bree is just in the doorway, watching this silently as well.
So you see them. You see the hunters preparing their weapons and their tools. So you see a couple of slings, traps, that type of thing. They also have spears and bows, and you can see them sort of preparing the little sleds that they drag behind to take their kills back.
I'm mostly just observing and kind of keeping an eye on. While the hunters haven't done really me any wrong right now, I'm keeping an eye to make sure that Ben doesn't get into any trouble.
Right. So you can see them moving around, Ben not really paying him any mind. One of them actually comes up, Ben, and hands you tea. They sort of have these little tin cups and hands you like a tin cup of tea. And then she makes her way over to you, Bree, and hands you one as well.
Thank you.
And I sniff it and then don't take it.
Okay, so she kind of says, "Okay," brings it back over and sort of lays it on the table nearby.
Ben takes a sip. What does it taste like?
It's pretty basic. It seems like it's like just a caffeinated green tea. Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah.
Is there? You have any sugar?
And one of the hunters sort of says like, "Oh, you probably have to check with Bridget for that."
Bree growls very quietly.
Yeah, mate. Or I could talk to Vaelin. Ben says to the hunter.
Yeah. He's just like, getting his stuff ready there. And you actually see as you're in there, one of them pulls out. Jinsey opens the sort of front doors. And when she does, you see this area exits out into the other stables, and you see Brett and Gertie in their stalls, and when she opens those doors, she makes her way in and reloads. Sort of, she's got like hay and like sprouts and stuff that she puts down in front of them, and they start digging in.
Hey guys, how you doing? And like Ben is gonna like scratch Brett's nose or try to.
Yeah, so I guess on the road they're pretty cranky, but now that they're being fed right now, and you actually notice like when you go to scratch his nose, their fur is like poofed right out, and they are super clean. And Jinsey, after she fills up, says, "Oh, here, they really like this," and hands you sort of like a steel brush.
And Ben kind of awkwardly starts brushing Brett's like upper leg.
Yeah, and so you kind of like make your way into the stall adjacent and reach through and start brushing. And he kind of like starts shaking his butt around, like trying to get the good spot in there.
Yeah, Ben like smiles. He's just look at him. He's dancing.
Yeah, he does his little dance, and Jinxie's like, yes, very very good.
Brett, do you see Brett's dancing?
Yes, he's very good, very talented.
Jinxie, how much would it cost to buy Cedric? Do you sell? Was he for sale?
No, not normally. We don't sell the dogs. We sort of use them in the community.
Are there any like pups or anything that are for sale?
And she kind of smiles and brings you to the back and opens a door and a bunch of little wobbly marshmallow pups sort of
All of them.
start wobbling their way out. And she says, this is our
leaving.
Yeah, and they're tripping and falling down. They're just dumb little brand new idiots.
Yeah, Ben just starts fucking rolling, rolling in the puppies. He's down like on his hands and knees.
Yeah, and they're like hopping all over you and stuff. And she says, yes, this is our next generation of hunting dog. I'm not sure. Well, think about it. Perhaps we could part with one if it was going to a good situation.
I would take care of him.
I have no doubt that you would. But we'll. This is a discussion for another time. Maybe I have a bit of work to do. Shoo them back in there and close the door when you're done. Would you?
Okay. Oh. Ben like grabs one that's like walking away.
Yeah. It just like falls down.
Bree's tail has like gone excited a little bit. I'm like,
Yeah, Ben like holds one up and like puts it in Bree's face. Like, look at them, Bree. Look at their little face.
he's very precious. Come, Ben, let us go see Vaelin, yes?
Oh, right, for the sugar.
Yes.
Your cold tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wrangle up the pups. What's everyone else doing in the stream?
I'm gonna get up and make my way downstairs and just try and find some food.
Yep.
And basically sit down with whoever else is awoke.
Okay. So you see a very tired Fred starting to make his way out of the kitchen. And Ted sort of comes in the front door and says like, "Hey, how was the night?" And Fred's like, "How did it get? I gotta go to sleep." And then they do their secret handshake. And Ted swaps out and goes into the kitchen. And you can see Fred has prepared a few of the meals, so they start doling them out. The sort of morning chatter has started. The coffee's been passed around as the lumber workers get ready to go to work. So you're able
anyone
to...
from the party down, or is it just me?
I'm up. Yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna eat the biggest breakfast I can possibly manage.
Yeah, so you can all sort of claim your table, and Ted serves you up some stuff, and yeah.
Being a little hesitant to see Bridget, before I head downstairs, I would like to start casting Identify as a ritual.
Yeah.
And I want to identify my dragon staff.
Cool. Okay. Rowan?
I think maybe I was up a little bit and just kind of looking out the window and sort of going over yesterday and just kind of debriefing myself with it and chatting with my brother for a bit. But once I kind of hear the noise sort of pick up to a hubbub, and I guess maybe when the lumberjacks are clearly starting to like get ready to go, that level of noise, that's when I'll kind of mosey downstairs as well.
Cool, yeah, you hear the door starting to open and close, and sort of plates rattling as Ted gathers them all up. And you come down, and I guess you can see Star and Cara sitting at a table. I guess that would be about the time, Ben, that you and Bree come in as well.
Oh, Star, how are you feeling today?
Quite good, actually. I don't know, Yeah, it's good night's sleep. deals with everything, to be honest.
That it does.
How's everyone else doing?
I'm quite well.
He's fine.
Has there been any sign of Bridget?
I haven't seen her yet this morning.
No, not yet. You haven't seen her.
Where is Yuri? Is time to get on road, or I would rather not see the spider lady again.
Well, I think it'd be awfully rude if we left without saying goodbye, but as for Yuri, I can go up and check on him if no one's seen him.
Vaelin, can you make this... You're not there?
Not there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, you can come out now. So your ritual finishes. The staff is called the Staff of Twinning. So any spell cast with a single target can now affect 2 once a day.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Vaelin's an evil wizard?
He's our evil
He is now.
And when you think back, you saw the kobold sorcerer actually use it by casting charm on 2 people.
Right.
With it.
Excellent.
Good staff.
That's a great stat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Attunement?
Attunement, yeah. Its previous owner is dead. Hooray!
Hooray for that. Yeah, so with that, I would come downstairs, and my first order of business would be to like sheepishly walk over to Star, and good morning, Star. How are you feeling? You're looking well.
I think so. Yeah, I feel good. How do I feel? Do I feel basically fine?
Yeah, I mean you're still a little stiff, and it was a cold night. Like you found yourself with quite a few blankets on throughout the night, shivering quite a bit. But yeah, this morning you feel great.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I feel okay.
You're none the worse for wear.
I'm just kind of like looking down at my clothing.
I am.
I think I look pretty good today, actually.
I am incredibly sorry.
For what?
Oh, well, I was trying to help, you see. I believe.
Oh, you mean? And I'm gonna like point at where the
just like this,
at, like where, yeah, like where it went in.
Oh God! And I cringe when I see it.
Yeah, I'm like, no. Normally, don't worry. Normally, I'm much faster on my feet. I consider it my fault. Don't please.
I'm so grateful that you're so understanding. And then I'm gonna like reach out and like awkwardly hug you.
Yeah, it's like. And Star just kind of like is like caught in that awkward hug, and then just kind of like puts.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Yes, it's okay. We're shh.
Yes, and then I'll sort of like unruffle my jacket and sit down and start to eat.
Okay.
Vaelin, can you make this? Can you put sugar in this?
Oh yes, and like without even looking, just like hand over towards and prestidigitation, make it sweeter.
More?
Not a problem.
More?
Yes, right. You do have a sweet tooth, don't you?
And Ben takes a sip and he's like, more?
No, that's enough.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all just gonna sort of sit around and enjoy your breakfast.
Yeah.
Rowan went up to get Yuri.
Yeah.
Yep. So you head up the stairs.
Just kind of like knock on the door. Yuri?
Oh, hello.
Oh, do you mind if I come in?
Yeah, of course.
I'll swing the door open and well, how are you feeling today?
And he turns around. He says, "Good. I feel pretty good. I think I must have slept for hours. I must have slept almost all day.
Yeah, you were.
Thanks for
pretty
the
tired.
tuck in.
Oh, of course.
It was very nice. I haven't been tucked in quite a while. It was reassuring."
I'll just like grin at him. Yeah.
So you see he's sort of sitting at his desk and he has notes all over the table. He has the book open. It looks like he's been trying to translate more of this sort of code in it.
You making any headway with it?
I think so, actually. I think it seems like we can try to look for sort of a big entrance to this area that we're looking for underground. The gates are often mentioned.
Gates?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I kept seeing this word repeat over and over again, and I think it means gate. So
So something constructed.
yeah, something built. So hopefully we can find something like that. I mean, it's a little bit of help.
Does it make any reference to what kind of culture built it?
Not that I know of. Are you know stuff about that?
Well, my brother and I have gotten our nose into many places we're not supposed to, so I got a bit of experience, sure.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind. There's still quite a few things I haven't figured out, but I'll send them your way
Oh, yeah.
if I get the name of a culture or anything.
Well, two heads are better than one.
Whoa, I suppose they would be. Very insightful. And he like slams the book shut and he's like, I'm extremely hungry, and sort of marches out of the room. And he comes up to the top of the stairs and looks down at everybody at the tables and says, "Morning, everyone."
Hello,
Morning,
Yummy.
Uncle.
Morning.
Good morning.
Everyone had
Vaelin just sort of like mumbles a little bit, and you can see he just has a bit of a faraway like stare, and like is holding his like temple every now and again.
He's like, I hope everyone had as restful sleep as I did. And he sort of comes down over the stairs and plops down and starts eating with everybody.
When's the plan for heading out, Yuri?
Says, well, I feel like we've checked over as many options as we could here. I don't know if we really got any headway from the people here. So I've got a bit more insight. We've got another traveler who came through, Bridget said. So maybe we could head in the same direction they went in. Maybe we can just sort of follow their tracks.
Why don't we follow this Bartholomew? He seems very smart and good at job.
Well, you are a terrible judge of character. And that is the worst idea I've ever heard.
Oh.
Bree, your idea privileges are revoked.
Yuri, you can't revoke her idea privileges.
Well, I just did, so what do you do about that, huh?
I'm too tired to argue.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. That's what you get.
And like Ben's just got like a mouthful of food. He's like, Cara, when we finish eating, do you want to see that rose?
I'd love to. Yeah, absolutely.
We could go and I could show you.
Oh, that's right. Benjamin, would you like to tell us more about these ghosts that you've met?
Yes, start at the beginning and tell whole story.
Yeah, whoa, you saw ghosts?
Oh.
The doors fly open and everyone in town disperses so that they can all hear the story at the same time.
Musical number.
Let me tell you the tale of Tilly Manor.
Someone's like, wait, here, I'll stream it. You'll never have to tell the story again.
Yeah. That's the steady stream.
So we cut to the thunderous applause at the end of the story.
Yeah. After the second encore.
Yes, he was very brave.
Like, I could do it. I could do it.
Okay, so you see Rose, and then we leave. Sorry. Please speak when ideas are not allowed.
That's right.
Sorry.
There was also...
there was a bunch of treasure and treasure and gold and all sorts of jewels and things in the attic.
In the attic?
We took some, but there's more.
What are you saying? What? I'm on the other side of the table. What are you... Where's the treasure?
in the attic?
Yeah?
In the attic?
In the attic?
Of the mansion?
Of the mansion?
Yeah.
There's treasure?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, stop one. We'll do that. No one owns it?
No, there was a ghost, but she said we could take it.
The ghost said you could have her treasure.
She did.
Well, that's an awfully generous ghost.
Ben, that's your first rated treasure hoard. We got to put that in your baby book.
Okay.
And I have to admit, I'm extremely curious to speak to a ghost.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Why?
She's
It's
boring.
a terrible idea. First you want to talk to Spider, now you want to talk to Ghost.
What spider did you talk to?
trying to get killed?
No, I'm simply trying to learn, Bree.
It's a very difficult way to learn.
So Yuri's staring at you, Bree. He's like going pale.
I'll clap my hand on Yuri's shoulder and be like, well, Yuri, how about you get another cup of coffee? You want more coffee or how about more?
Yeah, I like some more
Coffee?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
All right. And you take anything in your coffee?
Just black is good.
All right. Well, I'll like look at you guys and nod and be like, well, I'll be back with this coffee, and then I'll just kind of like leave the table.
Uncle Yuri, you remember yesterday?
Yes.
Everything's fine now. We're all sorted out, and we'll just check in on the mansion and get ready to head out of town.
But wait, Ben just said and then you cut him off. What comes after that?
Nothing to worry about. No, nothing to worry about.
Ben is glancing between Yuri and Cara and just like very obviously keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Gee.
After the awkward silence, Star is like, I have to go train. And then gets up and like leaves the table.
And actually, Cara, I believe Kadgi asked us to track down a particular plant for him in exchange for a powerful potion.
Yes, to make an invisibility potion with.
So perhaps we can keep an eye out for that as well.
Certainly. I think I might have a spell for that, actually. I wonder if there's any nearby.
You two go look for plants?
Well,
Yeah, and before I leave, I actually come back and I'm going to clap Ben on the shoulder. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to be like, Ben, come talk to me before you go on with your day, okay?
okay. I mean,
I'm going to be outside, doing the thing.
I'm
Kind
done.
of like
I'm done eating. I could go with you now.
Okay, yeah, sure, come on.
Okay, and then I'll take you to see the rose, Cara, after.
Are we all going to see them, Manor?
Whoever, I can show everybody.
Sounded interesting.
I'd certainly like to go.
Sure. I mean, don't you want to go find a plant or something?
We have time for both, don't we?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Bree, you're sitting at the table. Yuri is
I'm
staring.
I'm pulling back and then following Ben.
Okay.
As well.
Hello, it's me, Mike Fardy, your impromptu narrator. Sorry for breaking your immersion. The gods of lost footage decided to take some of our stuff into their weird abyss wherever deleted things go. So let me catch you up on the things that got deleted. The party slinks away from Yuri as he comes to terms with the horrors that he saw last night, and Ben takes everyone over to Tillia Manor to investigate the rose. Turns out the rose is just a rose that some sex perverts planted. And actually, I shouldn't say sex perverts. You know what? Like, it's a fun couple of words to say, but they didn't do anything wrong. They're not villainous. They're just two consenting adults who wanted to get their kink on out of the view of the public eye. And, I mean, they're the real victims in all of this. I mean, it's a small town, and dating is hard, especially if you've been in a relationship before, especially if you're older. You know, Maoon and Hank Porkloin Buckley have just as much of a right to get funky as the rest of us. And they cared about each other enough to sneak into a haunted basement to get it on. So, who else can say that? So yeah, the real villains are the constraints that society puts on all of us to maintain a status quo that we never agreed upon. Also Millie. Millie is a villain too. They should have killed her. Speaking of Millie, when we cut back to the action, Vaelin has left to have a conversation with our favorite evil ghost, as Ben leads the party upstairs to the attic, hoping to find some of the loot that the kids left behind. Okay, so you bound up the stairs as Vaelin continues to grill Millie.
Grilly.
Yeah, I'm gonna while we're going upstairs, I'm gonna put my hand on Ben's shoulder and just kind of be like, Ben.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it all morning, and I would like to thank you.
Oh, for what?
Well, you're the one. You're basically responsible for me being alive today, I think, and I don't take that lightly. I think that was very brave of you to do. And
Rowan. You're welcome.
I'm
master
just gonna wave his explanation, his kind of no, please accept. I hope you accept my thanks.
I do.
And I consider me in your debt. I
okay.
Is there anything I can...
It's the master bedroom. It's right in here, and then it's behind a portrait. And Ben just like goes into the master bedroom. He's like, yeah, everyone in here.
Yeah, I guess he just kind of like... Okay.
Good.
Okay, so you step into the master bedroom. You see a rectangle portion of the wall has been kicked down. You move through there and see that sort of twisted, tiny bedroom with paintings on the walls.
Yeah. So like as going through, Ben is like, we were in the bed, and that's where the sheet was on the ghost, and then burst through here, and he runs in there, and he's like, and this is where he went totally nuts, and that's what Tamiel said, and then Ben like just runs up into the attic.
Okay. So up in the attic, you can see a lot of stuff is sort of smashed up and tipped over in here, and you can see. So what did you? A bunch of you took your gold.
I think we took. There was the chest that he carried down. We didn't go over the specifics of looting. I don't know if we.
I think at the end, at the beginning of that other one episode, we said everybody had 200 gold each. So if you want your 200 gold to still be up here,
I took mine back.
You took it to the.
Mine's in my chest. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like whatever scraps are left, like basically.
Yeah. So just do like an investigation. You can do one person can do it with advantage. Whoever.
Who's the best?
I mean, we know who's the best.
Not me.
It's Rowan.
So am I doing this with advantage?
With advantage, yeah.
I'm definitely helping you poke around.
Oh, well, let's hope we get better than that. And we didn't. A 5 and a 2.
Oops.
So 5 plus, I think it's 5 to my investigation? I still don't know. Yeah, so that's a 10.
10?
If only we had someone who could see into the future.
So you do find 66 gold.
Yeah, I think I'd be sort of like, well, that was a real goat. There's some stuff over there in the corner, but oh, my goodness, that was a real ghost.
Yeah, and we killed a different ghost in here.
There was,
Yes, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it happened.
Where is body?
It wasn't one, but that's where he and like Ben points. Is there like a ectoplasmic?
Oh yeah, there's ghost juice everywhere.
On the wardrobe.
I think actually it would sort of like be shimmering a little bit in the area where he died.
We would like to smell and taste it.
Your hand goes through it when you try to taste it, but when you smell it, some of the like ethereal vapors sort of go into your body.
You are high as a kite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't really have any effect or anything. So Bree is just kind of strange and sniffing and trying to figure it out.
Okay.
I think at some point, either Vaelin like runs out of like good questions, or potentially she just gets really annoyed with him, and he would sort of like look around and notice that he's alone, and wander up the stairs.
Okay.
So tell me more about what it's like floating. Like that seems phenomenally interesting.
That's probably enough for today. I don't talk much. I get overwhelmed pretty quickly. I'm going to continue.
Thank you so much for your time.
And she just
It's
starts
been a
sinking
real
through the
honor.
floor.
I am so grateful
She's just going down,
for all that you've shared
and
with
she's
me.
gone.
Bye. Now where did they hit?
And I'll just run upstairs.
Okay, yeah. So you can kind of hear them talking and moving around upstairs, and you make your way through the secret door, which has been smashed through
Any magical stuff on the way?
Up here. No, there's nothing magic. Yeah.
Anything good? I'll start looking around the attic.
Okay. With detect magic, you can sense that some of the clothing that was left behind, they took the magic items and armor out of here, but you can see some of the clothing here has glamours on it that you recognize from, or similar to things that nobles wore in Pralia. Things that keep them like sort of unnaturally clean in all situations and can change colors.
Oh, this is very nice. What are the ones that can change colors? Anything look like it would fit me or be my style?
It's not as good a fit as you would like, but you can definitely wear it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll tack one of those into my bag.
Cool.
And then I'll start also like taking some of them out and like holding them up against like Rowan and like Star and be like, Oh, Cara, I'm afraid I don't see anything here that would fit you. Unless I do. I don't think there's any halfling.
I mean, there's some stuff like the proportions aren't quite right, but some of the like younger kids' clothes would fit Ben and Cara. There's some you'd have to do some serious stitching to get Rowan and Bree into any of it, but Star, like you would be able to take some if you want, and everyone except Rowan and Bree, I think, would be able to take it.
You've seen Bria's surprisingly good with a needle and thread.
Ben goes up to the smashed window and like looks down. Is the chest still there? Like where that one smashed and landed?
No, I included that.
Oh, okay.
In
the scavenging. Right on.
Yeah. I think most of the kids. We don't know what Petunia did with hers, but she might have been sitting on a chest while she was reading her book in the Frozen Rose.
Well, this has been a nice little exploration. Maybe we should continue our day.
So this is great treasure hoard? Yes.
I feel very pleased as I show off this new jacket.
Oh, it's not every day you see a ghost, so that's something.
Well,
yeah, I just wanted to show you guys all this and see if there's anything we might find. This is where we threw the chest out the window. So I was afraid the ghosts might, I wanted maybe someone to come check. Like, I know Bree was watching, so I thought maybe we could come and protect us. But we were okay on our own.
You make much noise in middle of night. It's not good for hunting. You attract much attention. Bree could hear almost everything in the house.
It's okay. I'll consider. I wanted you to hear us, but I'll be quieter when I'm hunting ghosts in the future.
Well, who is Bree to say? You are expert on hunting ghosts now, yes?
I don't think so.
Benjamin, our chief spectral investigator.
Yeah, and Ben smiles really wide. It's just yeah.
And I think on that, Bree just picks Benjamin up on her shoulders,
leaps out the window.
His head smacks into the ceiling.
Ben's unconscious as you smash through the window with him.
You gotta stop listening to Dungeon Dave.
So you're leaving the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way back down. Mildred is nowhere to be seen on the way out, and you go back out into sort of the biting cold.
Ooh.
Well,
I still have that spider cloak on, right?
Yeah.
How's the cold for me?
The cold. Are you wearing the spider cloak or the wolf?
Spider cloak.
The spider cloak.
Left the wolf in the caravan.
It is quite warm. It's much warmer than the winter clothes that you have right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it ding off the detect magic?
That cloak does not. No.
Okay. Just a good cloak.
Well made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Yura this morning was talking about how he had some clues, and he was saying we need to be keeping our eyes out for a special kind of gate.
a gate.
Yeah.
Cara, you mentioned you might have a spell for locating plants.
Oh yes. And
Sorry,
I have this drawing.
Totally cut off what you had been talking about entrances.
What's this about a plane?
Oh well, Cadgy says that he can make us an invisibility potion if we find one of the ghost lilies for him.
Ghost lily? Well,
Yeah,
all right. What are we using the potion for?
Who knows?
Oh, I see. It's just right.
Just
all right.
just in case. Might be
never be too
fun
prepared.
for a little bit of an investigation in the
Being
future.
invisible. You sure? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'll help this out.
Yeah. So I think I might be able to, if there's any nearby, I might be able to detect them. So I'm going to cast Detect Plants and Animals.
Okay.
Locate animals or plants, that is. Ooh, I can do it as a ritual.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
All right. And what's the range on that?
It is 5 miles.
Dear God.
That's a great spell.
You do get 2 pings off of it. One is fairly close.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is like right on the edge of your vision.
Okay, it's quite rare. My goodness, no wonder he has trouble finding them. There's only 2. But one is nearby.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but lead the way.
Okay. So you all sort of like trudge off into the snow as it sort of like buffets you on all sides. The visibility is pretty low at this point in time, but with this sort of magical guidance on your side, you come into this sort of small grove of trees, and it's like a perfect circle of smaller trees. I would say you walk for probably 20-ish minutes through like the deep snow, because it's way off the path into the forest. And you see in the very like center of these trees, there's a rock, and then you get a good feeling that this area has the ghost lily in it.
And it's a really evenly arranged circle of trees with a rock in the center?
Yeah.
Does this seem familiar?
Do a nature, arcana, or history.
Would I be able to jump in on that roll? Do an arcana?
Yes, you could do an arcana with disadvantage.
Cool.
Would I be able to jump in on this roll with an animal sense?
With an animal sense?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You can roll it, Bree. Actually,
Can I jump
yeah.
in this roll too? I just want to do a handstand.
Everybody roll. Why not?
It's a 19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This seems fey-ish to you.
Okay.
You would recognize this type of thing from High Warden as maybe some sort of. It smells dryadish to you.
Okay. Oh. Hello.
Hello?
You don't get anything.
I'll ask the trees. I'll kind of like pat one of them on the trunk and be like, well, hey, we're looking for a ghost lily. Now, my friend here, Cara Dove, says the ghost lily is here somewhere. Could any of you find trees point the way for us?
Make a persuasion check.
14, I think it's just 2 for persuasion. Persuasion? Yeah, so that's 16.
Okay. The wind blows through the trees. They creak in the wind.
All right, well, Cara Dove, you're absolutely right. I think it's going to be somewhere here in the middle.
I think Ben is on Bree's back. Can I just do like a perception check, like look around from over her shoulder? That's low. It's like a 12.
Yeah, no, you don't see it.
All right. Why don't you all just stay outside the circle for a second? I'm going to see if I can find it.
Jump into the circle.
Get out of here, Dave. Okay. So you stand in the center of the circle on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So the wind is sort of like whipping around, and the trees are sort of moving in front of you as you watch Cara stand in the circle. And then the trees sort of like blow over to the side, and their branches move as these pines come, and then they stay. And the wind inside this circle sort of dies down a little bit. And from behind the rock, you see 2 sort of stick-like hands come up over the other side. And then this little... It looks sort of like a younger girl's face, but carved into bark in a tree. And with sort of like an ice spiky hairdo kind of stick up from behind. And she just says, "Hello."
Hello. Hi. I was just looking for a ghost lily.
Okay.
I thought there might be one around here somewhere. Have you seen one?
Yes.
Would you mind if I took a flower?
What are you gonna give me?
What do you want?
Oh, geez, I don't know. What do you got? Something worth it. It's a nice flower.
I'm sure it is. I have this very glamorous shirt.
Ooh. And she sort of steps out now, and you can see like these spindly legs. Her arms kind of hang all the way down to her feet. She has sort of like shorter legs, and she sort of waddles over, and like holds out a hand and like touches the shirt.
Look, it changes colors.
Yeah. So what do you make it look like?
I'm gonna make it like kind of swirl with like pink pink blossom colors, like little petals all over the surface.
Okay, so she kind of like takes a step back and is like, "Wow, cool. Make a persuasion check with advantage."
Can we see this?
You can't. You see the branches, and all you can hear is the wind. But you see, like, it doesn't look natural. The branches blow over.
So we're like knocking on the wood branches. Cara, are you all right, Cara?
So it's mostly like overgrowth of like pine, like they're pine branches. So it's kind of
okay.
like you could try to dig your way through them.
Right.
Would I recognize this as a magic stuff?
Yeah, you're also from Highwarden, so I think you would. Yeah, this is some Fey nonsense for sure.
I'm just gonna grin and like nudge Benjamin and kind of whisper like, "Oh, wait up, we might be in for a bit of a show."
Yeah. So she
17.
17. Okay. She kind of like reaches out and says, "Can I try it on?"
Absolutely.
And she kind of like slides it on, and her like huge arms go through the outside and bend in all these weird ways, and it kind of just gets stuck over her face.
I'll
and
help
she's
her.
like, "Look at me, I'm a human." And she kind of like wanders around with her little hands like flopping up over the top.
Like E.T. Just what they said.
Let me help you. Let me help you tug it down.
Yeah, so you tug it down over her, and she kind of like stands there for a second, and you can see her just sort of staring into space and thinking. And she's like, "I'll take it."
Oh, lovely. It suits you.
No, I think so. And she like kind of goes and then just goes like, and like concentrates, and it just goes like jet black over her like otherwise sort of birchy frame. And she's like, "Neat." And then she goes, and it just like turns orange, and she just keeps changing the colors on it. Are any of you trying to like dig through or anything?
Once Rowan said we're in for a show, I think Vaelin would sort of step back and just kind of like watch with concern.
Yeah, so she's just changing the colors.
She's changing the colors?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look around and see if I can find that flower.
Okay, do a perception check.
Uh-oh. That is 11.
11?
Yep.
So you like, it is on her somewhere. You like, because you still have this spell up, you know where the area of it is, but it's sort of on her, and she's just like flexing on these colors.
Do you have the flower there?
She goes, "Oh yeah, hold on." And she just goes, she like pulls her hand out in front of you, and then sort of like starts pumping her hand, and you see like a little flower start to grow out of it. And she's like, "Here."
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's lovely. I will take that.
And she goes, "Ow!" I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's fine. It's okay. That's what I do. That's my little joke.
Well, quite funny.
And then she's kind of like, "So what's your deal?"
Oh, well, I'm traveling. I have some friends, and we were looking to try being invisible for a little while.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go show this off.
That sounds great.
And
enjoy.
She like throws her hands up in the air, and all the trees at the same time, like they sort of unwind, just snap back to their regular position, just throwing snow in all directions. And
I
she
think
just
Vaelin like startles backwards and like falls onto his butt.
So through the snow for a second, you can see Cara standing there with another form, just because it's like this jet black shirt against an otherwise white background, and then you just hear like a "Nah!" and she dives into a nearby tree and just passes through it like water, and sort of like snowflakes, but not the snowflakes that are around, but like perfectly formed large snowflakes pop out of the tree and sort of float down to the ground. And you see Cara standing with this almost see-through, but quite large, like almost the size of your head, flower.
This is very impressive.
Bree think ghost juice is making hallucinate.
No.
I saw it too.
We also saw this. This is the most remarkable day.
Well, this is quite fortunate. I'm glad we found those shirts earlier.
The shirt came in handy.
Oh, yes, indeed. Faye can be quite vain.
Huh. I'll make a note of that.
Shall we head back to town?
You'll see that Rowan he was kind of like cheerful when he nudged Benjamin, but now he just kind of looks a little sad. And like, well, this makes me miss a lot of things. Let's get going.
What does it make you miss?
Well, and he's sort of absently kind of kind of fiddling with his brother on the rope around his neck, and he's like, well, that makes me miss home. Just makes me miss home. And he'll like kind of turn and kind of trudge.
I guess as we're trudging back, Ben kind of absently to Bree, he goes, maybe if I got one of those sleds, you could pull me, and then I wouldn't have to ride on your back, and keep us cold, or...
You don't have to ride on back. It's just easier to stop you from running off.
Yeah, I mean, if I was on a sled, I couldn't run off either.
Like Bree's eyes is like narrow at you.
And Ben's eyes are like, his eyebrows are high up, and he's like, huh?
I think it's time you walk. Plunking down in the snow. Like it's like up to your knees.
Yeah. Ben's just like, biscuit.
And Vaelin would just be now badgering Cara with questions about the creature that she just spoke with.
Do I know what it is?
You know dryads, yeah.
Okay.
But High Warden is lousy with them. Every time you go into the woods, basically, you would not every time, but yeah, people often encounter dryads, and they tend to be quite mischievous and vain. I think you count yourself pretty lucky that you had something to trade, because they often take payment in like tormenting people for their own pleasure.
Well, it was probably good that I had something interesting today. They can be capricious.
I can't imagine our luck. I wonder what we'll run into next.
Cara, what does capricious mean?
I mean, they're not very reliable. Sometimes they're nice, and sometimes they're really not very nice at all.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your way back to town.
Please, those eyes.
Let's go fucking rogue.
What's in that direction?
We all spin in different circles and run.
No.
Yeah.
Your computer crashes.
Every person we run into asking for first and last names.
Yeah, we hit caution tape that says under construction.
Yeah. You just see me there like, no. It's not ready. Go back to the inn. You said you were going to talk to the people in the inn.
Just crying.
Yeah.
I think we'd go back to Kagi.
Back to Kagi? Okay. So yeah, he's there. Him and Petunia are kind of bundled up. This place isn't very well insulated. He's got a little fire going. And you come inside. He says, oh, hey.
Hey, Petunia.
Oh, hey, it's about Ben. What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just staying warm, reading books like I am known to do.
We got a flower.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I was able to locate a ghost lily, I believe.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So you want me I'll get started on that right away.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Should we come back later today, or?
Yeah, I could probably whip it up in a couple of hours.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. This is good. I don't get to work with these as often as I'd like, so it's good to get a bit of practice in. Petunia is just kind of like looking at you, Ben, and being like, "Hi." Like while they're talking, she like leans over the counter and she's just like, "I'm finding it really hard to keep this a secret. I told everyone." And all of you hear Petunia just like, "What?"
I didn't tell them about treasure. Your treasure.
And, she kind of like, she like looks over in the corner where you like look past and you see like a freshly dug mound of earth on the inside.
Yeah, all my friends, they're super cool adventurers, and so we just went back.
Why?
To the
You
manor.
did what?
We went back and we talked to the ghost.
You did again?
Millie. Yeah, we talked to her.
Did you kill her? She's definitely evil.
No, she's just boring. And then we went up and we got some shirts, and then we went into the woods. Yeah. But I told them all about everything.
Oh my God, I don't think we were supposed to do that. Megan's gonna be pissed.
Really?
Well, she didn't
Which
tell
one?
anyone. None of us told. Well, probably both. more likely sword Megan, and she has a sword. She's crazy.
These are my friends, though. Like, and they're all like super cool adventurers, and you know, I thought there was a rose there, and Cara loves flowers. I thought I'd show her.
Okay, well, cool. Well, I won't tell anyone that you told everyone. So now I have 2 secrets.
I mean, I think we're leaving soon, so you won't have to worry about it.
I'm gonna have 2 secrets, Ben. That's on you.
No, only one of them's on me, Petunia.
You doubled my secret. I've got too many secrets. I'm nervous. I'm already nervous.
She like looks over and Kaggy's just like, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, about this then. Like, goes back. Yeah, she leans over and she's like, take me with you.
You'd have to ask your dad.
Oh, he's definitely going to say no.
Should we? I mean, that's a pretty big secret. That's another secret.
Yeah, you owe me.
What? You want to go with us?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't keep any more secrets here. I can't sleep, Ben.
Maybe you should.
I never have to keep these kind of secrets. Now I have all these secrets. I know Tammy's mom is banging the prospector, and I know that we fought and saw a ghost and killed the good one and left the bad one alive, and it's just over there sitting there plotting its weird ghost things. And now I know that you told people, so now I don't know who knows the secret and who doesn't.
I only told all my friends, and I guess anyone who was nearby in the steady stream. Yeah. Whoa.
Was the musical number canon?
Yeah, everyone at Petunia was the only one who didn't go to that. Like, Kaggy knows the secret.
I mean, if you want to, I could sneak you on board.
Yeah, okay. I'll get my stuff ready.
Okay.
And then she kind of like looks over really like faux casually on the desk. Rowan, you heard the whole thing.
Yeah. And I'm just grinning real wide and talking to Kaggy.
Okay. Yeah. So Kaggy goes to get to work on the.
All right. Shall we see if Yuri has calmed down, ready to pack?
That might not be such a bad idea.
Do you think we'll see Bridget again?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we've got to thank her for her hospitality.
And she did tell you to come talk to her last time you saw her. She just didn't want to do it while she was looking like that.
And she did say that we should go talk to her. She just didn't want to do it while she was looking like that.
Thank you, Rowan.
Yes, I suppose we must.
Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Let's go.
Vaelin, you are sweating more than normal. I can smell it off you.
Am I? Oh, sorry. I'll like cast prestidigitation and like clean up the sweat.
With my passive insight, can I kind of take a guess at what's bothering him, or?
What's your passive? 16?
No. For insight, I think it's 18.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're the lie detector now.
Can I roll deception though?
You can roll deception, yeah.
I can do like a full-on check with you, yeah.
I'd like to note Bree doesn't think you're lying. Bree is just noticing that you are sweating more than normal.
Yeah. So with insight and stuff like that, I think
I don't beat his passive.
You don't beat his passive? Okay.
No.
So you do sort of get to know, but like rolling, I think anytime you feel like you have a reason to be suspicious of somebody, you can roll insight on them. It's kind of deciding when to use insight has to be a little bit meta, I think, but yeah. But if you aren't able to deceive past, yeah, you know, you don't know what is happening, but you know probably that Vaelin is what.
So yeah, it's a 16. So I guess casual observer, it's maybe like hidden, but like yeah, you see through it. You see that I'm very nervous to confront Bridget again.
Well, Vaelin, if there's something you want to talk about with us, that's all right. I don't want to pry, but
no, it's just a little bit of the after effects of our encounter, and just Just a little shaken is all.
It's very understandable. It's great big creature. He's not something one would want to see again. Bree has no interest in seeing this again.
No.
Vaelin is smart for wanting to avoid.
Perhaps we should face our fears.
Bree is not feared.
Vaelin is.
And as you say that, you open the door to the steady stream, and you see Bridget sitting across from Yuri. Well, yeah, that's great. Hello, it's Mike Fardy, your Dungeon Mom. Thank you for listening to episode 21 of Wonders and Blunders, where nothing went wrong and everything happened exactly like we planned it. Computers are hard. But regardless of today's flawless execution, we still want to thank you for coming to listen every week. It really means a lot to us, and we love this podcast. We love getting to hang out and share our story with all of you. And we want to meet you more, so come talk to us on social media at Wonder and Blunder. We are drawing ever closer to the spookiest month of the year, in which we want to do some very special Halloween content, and we're really excited to bring that to you. So spread the word, tell your friends, tell them to get caught up before the Spook Fest begins. But most of all, keep being the best. We love you very much, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.